Hey everybody, what is up? This is going to be a quick question and answer video, and the way I set this up, I asked some questions on our Facebook page, people posted questions for me to answer, and now I'm just going to sort of rapid fire go through and answer them. If you missed out and you didn't get to ask me a question, if there's just a question that you have to ask me or Mike that you need answered, there's a way you can fix that. Go down in the link below to our Facebook group, join it. One of the admins will approve you, and that's how we post all of our recent news. You can stay up to date with our videos, you can talk to us, you can ask questions, you can talk with other people in the group about anything K-pop related, and so go down, join that group, and next time I do a video like this you'll be able to submit questions and hopefully I'll be able to answer them for you. Okay, somebody asks the best song on recent albums by BTS and GD. BTS, I'm not super familiar with them, but I looked them up, listened to some of their recent songs, and I think my favorite out of them is No. I'm sure I missed some of their songs though, and I really like the chorus in it, but I kind of felt like the song itself was just sort of a copycat knockoff to like other rap songs I've been hearing, especially in the US recently. So, They sound really good, but I'm just not a giant fan of that song, so maybe send me some other stuff, like some of their best songs that you want me to start out to listen to, because I don't know if I picked like their best song or if I just was picking random songs. I'm not familiar with them. As far as GD, the recent stuff he's done, I actually like Michi Go. It's weird, it's strange, the music video is bizarre, but I appreciate what he does. It's not like my favorite thing musically, but I absolutely respect it and I see what he's doing. Let's see. Okay, moving down the line, talk about Now by Troublemaker. I did watch that when it came out. We were thinking about doing a reaction to it, but I actually chose not to react to it because I just didn't have anything good to say about it. Sorry. Well, it's not that I thought it was bad, it's just I thought it was very not good to me. It wasn't bad, I'm not like ripping on it, but it was just very like blah to me. It didn't inspire me, it didn't do anything for me, especially musically. So if you want to know more details about why I thought that, you can ask later and maybe I'll talk about it more. What else? Alright, I got another question here. Have you watched Vixx TV? I have watched Vixx TV, but I'm really far behind on the episodes, and I watched them, the ones that I watched them all out of order. So I really need to go through and just like watch all of them. There's like, what, 70, 80 now or more? There's a lot. So, but Vixx is one of my favorite bands. They're probably my favorite like up-and-coming group right now. But even overall with all the other groups, they rank up there for me with, you know, Shinee, Super Junior, TVXQ. They're climbing up there fast for me. I really like Vixx. What do you think about the new group Top Dog? I haven't really heard much by them, so send me some stuff. I'll check it out. What do you think about EXO's new music video? I'm assuming you mean the Christmas one. I thought it was really cool, but if I had to complain about something, I would say it looked like a weird mix of the History video and the Set for the Boys by Girls' Generation. And generally, I just like happy music. I like upbeat songs, and you know, it wasn't like a sad ballad, but it was still kind of a slow ballad, and you know, they were like crying, and it was like tension. And personally, I like happy things, especially around Christmas. So I wasn't a huge fan of the song. I mean, it was really well done. They did a great job on it. But it's just kind of not my thing. What else? What are your thoughts on SNSD supposedly Manish concept for their comeback early next year? I haven't heard about this. I hadn't heard about any hints about their like image concept or anything. I have a hard time believing that SNSD could ever be Manish. I think they could dress up like Larry the Cable Guy or John Wayne and probably still look very feminine and very good. Maybe they'll surprise me, I don't know. The only thing I could really say about that, if it's true, if they try to do a Manish concept, I'm sure they'll pull whatever it is off, and they'll pull it off really well. So, we'll just have to see. Alright, who was my first bias? Ooh, my first ever bias was Luna from FX. Are you planning on uploading a new reaction soon? Yes, we are. As new songs come out, we try to react to as many of them as we can, unless we have a really good reason not to. Are there any specific comebacks that made you go, wow, this is really good so far this year? Yes. Number one, and actually they're both Japanese comebacks. Number one, Girls' Generation coming out with Galaxy Supernova. That blew my mind, and it continues to blow my mind. It's such a good song, and actually most of that album, pretty much the whole album, sounds really good too. I haven't heard the whole thing, but from what I've heard, it's awesome. And then just recently, Super Junior with Blue World came out, and I wanted to react to it, but obviously, you know, it's a Japanese language song, and usually they don't let those stand, they block them. But Blue World by Super Junior absolutely blew my mind. I'm still watching it like 20 times a day. We've got some things in store for Blue World too with our group, so maybe that's a little hint. You guys can figure it out. What else do we have here? What K-dramas have you watched, or are you currently watching? I'm not currently watching any because I don't have any time with school, but I've watched Heartstrings. Heartstrings, by the way, I thought was awesome. It probably got me hooked on K-dramas, but Dream High 2. There's a third one I started that was really good. I can't remember the name right now, but I'll have to look it up on my Netflix. It's one of them on Netflix, and I thought it was really good, but I haven't had a chance to continue it. I only watched like the first episode, and that's why I can't remember the name. What else do we have here? What are your thoughts on K-pop groups taking a part in the Japanese music industry? Well, personally, I think it's awesome. I'm probably a much bigger fan of K-pop than J-pop. I find myself really liking the Japanese language stuff put out by K-pop groups more than the actual songs put out by the J-pop groups. So it's really just a stylistic thing. This sort of style that K-pop is more what I like and more what I hear in my head, like when I'm writing music. It's along similar lines just to what I really like listening to, like writing, like being involved in. But yeah, I mean, I've seen some J-pop stuff that's really good. Definitely some J-rock stuff that I like, but I don't see a problem with you know, people being involved in different music industries. I'd love to work in K-pop, you know, and I'm an English-speaking American. So, you know, and I know a lot of people like in Sweden, Norway, and the UK are writing stuff for K-pop. So it's very global with how all the music stuff works, and I think it's really cool that people from all kinds of different places who even speak different languages, and maybe they haven't even met, are able to work on stuff over the internet. I think that's an awesome thing. What are your opinions about Sasang fans? I don't know if I'm saying that right, but basically it's the crazy stalker fans. My opinions on them, they scare me. If I was a K-pop star, I would be horrified by them, really. Invasion of privacy on just a weird level is just weird to me. What are your top 3 groups? My top 3 groups in all of K-pop, definitely SNSD, Girls' Generation. I'm gonna go ahead and put Shinee up there. And the number 3, my third in the top 3, is really tough because it rotates around. And right now I'd be tempted to say Super Junior, but at times I would also say TVXQ, at times I would also say Secret, at times I might also say FX, and at times I might even say Vixx. What do you think about the new scandal with Apink and EXO gaming and chatting? I haven't really followed it that much because I don't really care. From what I've heard, it didn't sound like it was a big deal. I don't think they said anything bad. You know, they didn't send bad pictures to each other as far as I can tell. It sounds like they were just casually hanging out and talking, if it was even them. So basically, I don't really think it's a big deal. So that's pretty much all the questions I got this time around. If you like this type of quick-fire questions video, again, join our Facebook group, and you'll be able to ask me anything you want for the next video. And, you know, we'll announce it beforehand on the group. You get notifications and stuff. So yeah, this was fun, and if you guys like it, I'll keep doing this kind of video, in addition to our reactions and our reviews and our top whatever ranking videos of singers or groups or songs. So I hope you all enjoyed this, and if you did, please subscribe. That really does help us out, and I'll see you next time.